A very good morning and welcome back to the show. How is everybody doing? I am Jamie, and this is, of course, the Chat Trap on Relax Radio. Hope you are having yourself a very, very good Thursday. And I just want to remind you that it's Thursday, okay? So if you're having a bad day, if you've been having a bad week, that's okay. We got one more day to go for the weekend, and I want you to celebrate the weekend. I want you to find little moments every single day to celebrate, okay? Find little reasons to be happy, find little reasons to celebrate every day. And one thing that I keep reminding you, and I want to keep reminding you over and over again, is there's no specific time to be happy. There's no specific time to celebrate. You just take whenever possible and you go out there and celebrate. So what you do is every single day find little reasons to celebrate, and I think that's what's most important. Thank you to every single one of you that have been a part of the show so far. We've had such amazing conversation. Earlier on we were talking about horror shows and which horror movies are absolutely amazing. Right now though, I want to talk about R. Kelly. Now, if you know who R. Kelly is, R. Kelly basically is one of the most famous R&B singers, but he faced so many sexual abuse allegations, and it's everybody knows R. Kelly. R. Kelly basically is known for his sexual abuse allegations. But I just want to put that all in perspective. I want to talk to you about that. But before that, I also want to remind you to download our app, download the Relax Radio app, because it's available absolutely free of charge on iOS and Android. So make sure that you download our app so that you can take us with you wherever that you go. Make sure that you leave a comment down below as well. Say hi to me. If you have something that you want to share with me, let me know how your day is going. Are you having a good day so far? Are you excited for the weekend? Go ahead and let me know by leaving a comment down below. All right, with that being said, let's get on into the conversation. And I think for more than 2 decades, R. Kelly has faced a series of allegations of sexual abuse. And you know what's sad though? When I was reading up on this article, I was thinking whether or not I should share this with you guys. And I was like, yeah, definitely, I need to share this with you. But what's crazy is almost every day I find one of these sexual abuse stories of or allegations against celebrities that I need to share with you, which to me is absolutely mind-blowing. That just goes to show how many celebrities are getting exposed for their inappropriate behaviors. And I'm so glad that people are finally speaking up, and I'm so glad that there's something that's being done to actually make sure that such behaviors are eradicated, and that they are deserved, and that they get justice, that justice is served. Okay, now with regards to R. Kelly, the stories definitely go back to the start of his career. That's back in 1990. And a lot of this is centering around the alleged predatory pursuit of teenage girls. And, he's currently facing, I think, multiple state and federal charges in the US, and is also accused of racketeering, of sexual abuse, of bribery, all of these charges, which he has repeatedly denied. Okay, so now the trial actually began on the 9th of August, if I'm not mistaken. The trial actually did begin, and it's in a court basically in New York. And Kelly was himself, obviously he's spoken of how he himself was the victim of child sex abuse, and he detailed he had this like autobiography that I read for pieces here and there, and he says how he was raped by a female family member when he was just 8 years old. Okay, so basically I think all of the allegations against R. Kelly started in 1994, if I'm not mistaken. And the star then aged, I think he was 27 years old. He actually marries. Okay, he married a 15-year-old singer named Alia at a secret ceremony in Chicago. And the Vibe magazine later discovered that Alia had lied on the wedding certificate about her age, and she had listed herself as being 18 years old, but she was only 15 years when she married the then 27-year-old R. Kelly, which is mind blowing. What? Why would anybody lie about their age on a marriage certificate? That is insane. But however, the marriage was annulled on February 1995. And for the rest of her career, Alia dodged questions about the nature of her relationships. And she said that she didn't want to talk about this. However, Kelly has spoken about Alia since she died in a plane crash, I think in 2001, and yeah, that's the first time where any of this whole drama started. Then again, I think 1996 there was some charges against him, and in 2001, R. Kelly was actually sued by an intern. Okay, her name was Tracy Sampson, and Tracy Sampson sued R. Kelly and accused him of inducing her into an indecent sexual relationship when she was just 17 years old. So that's basically where it all started. Then there were two more court cases in 2002. Then there was a whole situation in 2002 where he was charged over child pornography. July 2017, there was an allegation of a cult, of him being part of a cult, which is crazy, but it's true that that was an allegation that was against him. So that's where all of the allegations started. I do have a lot more that I want to share with you with regards to this. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relaks Radio.
Again. But now, if you say to a child, if I went up to a child and said, you've had one to forget, God, there'd be an inquest. Me, why did you reject my son? Oh, I haven't rejected your son.
I want to talk about, how the generation gap, has how much has changed, especially when you check the youth nowadays in comparison, to people back in the day.
I'd say when I was younger, it was more disciplined. Not now.
In comparison to now.
Not at all. Not now. The way things are nowadays, the younger generation, you seem that they can't accept the word no. If that makes sense. They can't
accept rejection, essentially, is all you're trying to say.
Yeah, they can't accept the word no. So if you, how did I do? Well, you didn't do very well. And they get upset, And when I was a youngster, my father used to say to me, because I used to be sport mad when I was very young. Well, I still am sport mad, but like participating in different sports. And if I had a bad game, for example, I'd say to me, you had one to forget.
That's it. Your dad sounds like a smart guy. I mean, yeah, that's the real fact of the matter, yeah.
He'd say to me, you had one to forget. Get over it. And that was it. So I'd dust myself down and do it again. But now, if you say to a child, if I went up to a child and said, you've had one to forget, God, there'd be an inquest. An inquest. Me. Why did you reject my son? Oh, I haven't rejected your son. Or daughter. I've just told them that they need to buck their ideas up.
That's the truth right there. I mean, if you think about it, if you check the generations, like right now in the US as well, I've seen a lot of these things as well. In the UK, you get medals for participation. But what's the point? What are you trying to? Yeah, what's the point? Either you win or you lose. People are so afraid to put that whole notion of losing. When it comes to right now, the generation gap is just crazy. How much a lot has changed. Social media has taken control of our lives, and we don't even realize it anymore. We're crippled because of it.
That's absolutely right, Nick. Because as you said, nowadays it seems that you get rewarded for failure. For the life of me, Nick, I can't get my head around that. Perhaps I'm just getting old and morbid, I don't know. I just can't get my head around how you could be rewarded for failure.
Hello again and welcome back to the show. This is, of course, the Chat Wrap on Relaks Radio. If you're new to this platform, welcome. It's definitely such a pleasure to have you on board. And Relaks Radio basically is a community-based, interactive radio station. And the reason we're here is to make sure that you have the best of conversation, that you are informed and inspired. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relaks Radio. With that being said, I do have some interesting things to talk about. We've been talking about R. Kelly so far. Okay, now if you know anything about the entertainment industry, you've definitely heard of R. Kelly. He is known for, the R&B singer is known for all of the allegations that have been made against him. Now, why he's back in the news is because the court trial for all of the allegations that has been put against him. Basically, the court trial for all of these allegations in just started, and it's in Brooklyn, New York. And the star is actually accused of racketeering, sexual abuse, bribery, and of course, he's denied all of these charges repeatedly. Now, like I gave you like a little history of R. Kelly allegations, but if you're just tuning in, well, then some of the allegations made against the singer dates back more than 20 years. And if he is convicted on all counts, he could actually be sentenced to several decades in a prison. Okay. And what's crazy is the first witness, I think her name is Jeronda Johnson Pace, told the jury that R. Kelly knew that she was underage in 2009 when they had got into a sexual relationship in Chicago, where she was where the age of consent actually is 17. Okay, now 28. She actually testified that she had initially told Mr. R. Kelly that she was 19, but had revealed her age on the day that they got into sexual relations. And then she said that she felt uncomfortable and she felt like it wasn't right. And he said that R. Kelly has been like, that doesn't really matter or whatnot. So Mr. Kelly, of course, faced charges that he was also the ringleader of a 2-decade-long scheme where they recruited women and underage girls for sexual activity, which is really scary. And if these allegations are true, I truly believe that he needs to be convicted, and the several decades in prison is a very well deserved. I definitely want to know what you're thinking, so go ahead, let me know by calling me on 07852 or by leaving a comment down below. We're always here for you, and we want to be here for you. All you gotta do is go show us some love on our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Periscope, Twitch, and basically everything. Okay, we go as Relaks Radio. We're spelled without the X in Relax, because we're all about positivity, and we want to make sure that you are as positive as possible. So go ahead, show us some love on our social media. With that being said, we're going to head on off into a little break. When I come back, though, we do have a lot more interesting things to